How do other languages use diminutive suffixes? Imagine a world where words can shrink or become more affectionate just by adding tiny endings. That's exactly what diminutive suffixes do in many languages. They change the size, tone, or feeling of a word, making it more personal or gentle. Different languages have their own special suffixes for this purpose, each with its own flavor and history. In English, suffixes like ie or y are common for creating cute or informal versions of words. Think of a puppy called a puppy or a smaller version like doggy. The suffix let, borrowed from French, turns a big word into a small one, like booklet for a small book or droplet for a tiny drop of water. The suffix ling from Old English is often used for young animals or people, such as duckling or underling. Sometimes, prefixes like mini are added to emphasize smallness, like miniskirt or minivan. Spanish uses a lot of suffixes to make words sound smaller or more loving. The most common is or ida, added to words like perro for dog, making it perrito for a little dog. Regional variations include alo or illa, as in chiquillo for a kid. Caribbean Spanish and some parts of Spain also use or ica, like libreta becoming libretica. Spanish speakers often stack these suffixes to say very small or endearing things, like poquitito for very little. Italian also has a rich set of diminutive suffixes. The most popular is ino or ina, as in bambino for child, which becomes bambinino for a little kid. Another is etto or etta, turning casa into casetta for a small house. Sometimes, suffixes like lu or ella are used for a more affectionate tone. These suffixes help create words that feel cozy or familiar. Swedish tends to use prefixes more often than suffixes for diminutives. Words like lil or mini are added to many nouns, such as lil meaning little or mini for small. For example, min-election means a short lesson. The suffix ing is also used in some cases, like alling for a small duck. Swedish slang sometimes uses the suffix is, like pit for tiny, to make words sound even more casual. Icelandic prefers a suffix called linger to make diminutives. For example, bók for book becomes bíklingur for a small booklet or pamphlet. The suffix often indicates a smaller or younger version of the original. Norwegian uses the suffix ungi, meaning young, to form words like cat for cat, which becomes katunge for a kitten. This suffix highlights youth or smallness and adds a warm, caring feeling to the word. Across these languages, diminutive suffixes do more than just show size. They often express affection, familiarity, or tenderness. They are a way to make words feel more personal or gentle. From a language structure point of view, these suffixes are part of how words are built or changed. They help speakers create new words that carry subtle emotional or social meanings. For example, in English, you might say, look at the duckling swimming in the pond. In Spanish, someone might say, tengo un perrito muy juguetón, meaning I have a very playful little dog. In Italian, you could hear, questa grave la mia casetta in campagna, meaning this is my small house in the countryside. Swedish speakers might say, hon har en minigitar, or she has a small guitar. Icelandic speakers might say, grislingurin emjörg cedar, meaning the piglet is very cute. And in Norwegian, katungen sover på sofaen, or the kitten is sleeping on the sofa. All these examples show how different languages use special endings or prefixes to turn words into smaller, more affectionate versions. It's a fascinating way languages add emotional layers and cultural flavor to everyday words.